Hello, friends. The times are so interesting. We were born for such a time like this. We were born to experience everything we have experienced. We were born to experience the things we're experiencing now. It's part of our growth and our evolutionary process. We are certainly in challenging times. Indeed. But what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about the challenges you're currently facing? You see, these challenges are being presented so that you don't respond to them the same way you've always been responding to life. Out of fear, worry, anxiety, depression, frustrations, anger. These challenges that we are all facing are coming back around because we are experiencing things that we've experienced before. It may be presented to us in a different circumstance, but what is bringing up, we have experienced that in the past, whether it's fears, frustrations, pains, anger. What your current circumstances are triggering within you, you've experienced before. Those emotions you've experienced before. Now the question is, in this now moment, how are you going to choose to respond to such circumstances? Because it is in how you respond to them that you're able to either overcome them successfully, master the skill of controlling yourself, of choosing how to respond to life, or repeating the same cycle once more in the near future. Life is a school, my friends. Life is a grand school. And you are the eternal student. I'm the eternal student. We are the eternal students. We're learning as we go. We expand as we go. The challenges are not meant to destroy us. The challenges are not meant for us to crawl back into our safe zone, comfort zone, fearful zone, back into our shell and hide away from them. That's not what they're here for this time. These times are different. We are in the midst of a consciousness shift. The whole entire planet is crumbling. All the systems are crumbling right in front of our eyes so that we can see what's really going on. We're seeing that at a collective level in the planet, and we're all experiencing deep challenges within our personal lives as well. Because these times are not like the times before. These times are different. We are shifting. We are being provided with guidance. We're being provided with wisdom. We're being provided and we're being called by our souls to do things differently this time. To step out of our comfort zone, dive into the unknown, trust the universe, trust higher intelligence, trust ourselves, and reinvent everything, recreate. How is it that we're going to choose to respond now? Am I going to continue reacting to things from an anger perspective, blaming people, blaming circumstances, blaming the government, blaming the economic systems, blaming the boss? Or are we going to take ownership and our responsibility and say, let's shift things a little bit. How about we begin to respond to life after we align ourselves, after we balance ourselves, our emotions, we find clarity. How about we give ourselves the time to center our being in order for us to make a higher consciousness response? How about we prioritize our being, our state of being before responding to life? So instead of action reaction, there's the action. Something is happening, something manifests into your existence, something is being presented to you as a problem. And instead of like knee-jerk reaction to it, instead of acting immediately from your old programs, how about you take a step back to center yourself, take a deep breath, put things into context, choose to respond to life from the wisdom that is within you. Choose to respond to life from a higher perspective. Choose to mature. Choose to be the wise reactor rather than the egotistic or immature reactor to things and to people. You see, within you, there's a wise person. There's a wise being. There's a wise consciousness. And within you, there's also your immature side, your egotistic side, which likes to blame, which likes to judge, which likes to point fingers at others, never the self. No, no, no. But that is the immature side of us, which needs to be molded, mastered by the wise consciousness within us. Now, the reason this makes a difference, the reason why choosing to respond to life differently and from a higher perspective than what you have been accustomed to, is because by doing so, you're doing several things. One of them is rewiring your program, your mental program, the mental program under which we were born into. We were told how to respond to life. We were told how things should be done, what to expect. But all of that is being shifted. Our minds are being recalibrated. Our thoughts are being recalibrated. Our hearts are being healed in this process through the things that we are experiencing, and to the degree that we allow it. And if we resist it, then it just becomes more challenging. So we're not meant to resist these things. We're not meant to avoid them. We're not meant to just push them out of our lives. We're meant to face what is being presented to us, because these things are being triggers to us, providing us an opportunity to choose to grow, to choose to expand, to choose to evolve, to choose and say and declare that nothing, that no one is more important or powerful than you, than your ability to stay centered. Because if you allow the circumstances, to control you, you're giving the circumstances power over you. And therefore, you're going to feel as if you have no control over anything, when you actually do. You have control over the fact that you can say to yourself that nothing can ever steal your peace unless you give it power. No one can ever steal your peace from you. That's why before responding to life, it is essential that we find ourselves, we find our center, we find our balance, we find clarity, and then we respond to it. It is essential we give ourselves that time. Your only responsibility is you. Your only responsibility is you, because if you're not good, nothing around you can be good. If you're not balanced, nothing around you is balanced. Because everything is being a mirror. Everything will be projecting that as within, so without. So everything that you will be having inside will be projected on the external. So as a priority, find your center, find your being, find your peace, find what balances you, find what brings you into alignment. And from a place of clarity, then respond to life. Don't answer when you're angry. Don't answer when you're stressed, frustrated, under anxiety. Time is an illusion, and no one can pressure you to respond to life quicker than what you're capable of. We must give ourselves the time to come back to center, to come back to our beings, to come back to ourselves, to be balanced before we respond to life. That is a challenge. The challenge is that. The challenge is that within you have everything that you need. Within you are all the keys that you need to solve every single problem in the world, in your world, in your life. But if you try to fix things from an external perspective, if you are trying to fix your circumstances by looking at the external world and finding solutions out there, you're going to eventually realize that it's not going to happen. Or if it does, it would just be temporary. Because peace is found within. You create that. You have to create that if you desire to have peace within you. It is essential for us to understand our participation in our lives, to understand the role we play, the important role we play in our life, in this world. Nothing can ever steal your peace unless you allow it. No one can ever steal your peace unless you allow it. And if you continue to allow it, that means you have to do some internal work to love yourself enough. Find yourself valuable enough to say, nothing can ever steal your peace. You're the main character in this movie, in your movie. Everyone else is playing a role. Everyone else in your life is playing a role in your life to help you ascend, evolve, even those who trigger you. The battles are won in the mind, not outside. They are first won in the mind, and then we can face life and win. I wish you awareness. I wish you peace. I wish you clarity. Everything that you need is within you. Everything that you need is within you. All the keys are within you. Crack your code. Crack your codes, actually. There's many codes within. Crack them. Find them. Find the key. Everything is inside. It is how you respond to things. Because in the responding, you are creating the near future. You are creating the reality you want to experience. I love you. And I wish you to connect to your own heart, to your soul. Listen to your intuition. Listen to yourself. Take the time that you need. Don't let others suppress you. Don't let others control you. You are a sovereign being. And unless you are in your balanced state, you cannot offer your loved ones the best that you are, the best that you have inside. Okay? So find your core, find your center, find your balance, find your peace, find your clarity, and then respond to life. See you in the next video. Namaste.